Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the OmathaCraft Season 4 server. It is episode 44, and in today's episode I want to show you something. We've got a bit of a problem here on the OmathaCraft server. Now we're over here at spawn. It's somewhere you might not recognise, because I don't think I've actually shown this off in a video before. Well, I did show off, I guess, at the very start of the season, but apart from that, as you can see, the whole of spawn has actually been submerged underwater, and we have an iron farm which was built up by Barry a few months ago, and this thing has been producing a lot of iron. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I have run over here today. I thought, well, I haven't checked it in a couple of weeks. I thought, why better, just to make sure everything's alright, there's no issues with it, make sure it's still running. And then I found out the whole system is backed up fully with iron and poppies. That's not a bad problem to have, but it's definitely a problem. As you can see, I'm leaving some poppies to despawn because this thing here, this thing here converts all of our poppies into bone meal, and that's just bone meal is more useful than poppies. So I've actually having to craft all these into bone blocks just to make sure this thing can keep up with itself. All of these chests here were full with iron ingots, and all of the hoppers behind them were full with iron ingots, and all of the hoppers going underneath the iron farm were full with iron and poppies, all the way up to this hopper just here. So I have spent the last half an hour or so crafting iron blocks. I've crafted a lot, and what I want you to do is go down to the comment section right now and guess how many chests I have filled with iron blocks. So pause the video now, write your guess in the comment section, and I'm going to show you now how many stacks of iron blocks we have. We have this double chest full, this double chest full, this double chest full, and a half here. That's insane. That is loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of iron ingots and iron blocks that we just aren't being used. So in today's episode, we are going to find a use and get the members of the OmathaCraft server using iron blocks. So we are going to set up a pickup station at Communal. Now this place is, they're going to be able to pick up iron for free. Now all the members have access to this iron farm for free. They just forget about it and never come and pick up the iron. So that's why I came over here today to see how much iron we had. And yes, we have a lot. And as you can see, if we go back to that hopper back there, you already see that's filling up just from me recording. This iron farm up here is mental. You'll probably hear it going in the background. It is constantly producing iron. Now there have also been some tweaks to how iron golems spawn in 1.16. And that means this thing will become even more efficient and will be creating iron golems at night. Look, there's another one. There's another one. Look at that. They're just always here. And as you can see, he spawns in up on this area down here. He falls down, goes into the lava, and you can guess what goes on from there. The iron ingots get picked up and go down the hopper stream into the sorting system. So that's the first thing I want to do in today's video. I want to head over to Communal. I want to build maybe an iron golem head, something similar that we did last season. It's going to be somewhere that members can come and pick up iron blocks for free. Yeah, we have to find a use for them somehow. Let's get building. This is where we are going to be storing all of the iron. We're going to be shifting things over here, so hopefully the members of OmathaCraft will see this and always know that they can pick up tons upon tons of iron here for free. If we head inside, this is what we've got going on. Welcome to the Iron Forge. The server has too much iron. Help everybody out by going iron mad. Build with it, craft with it. You are welcome to take as much iron as you like for free. Please be considerate for other members. And if we take a look, I have filled up these with iron blocks, and as you can see, that one there we started to fill up, and that top one we haven't done just yet. And I've also put over here, feel free to donate to keep the iron forge stocked up. So if anyone does feel like giving a diamond or two just as a bit of a payment for keeping this thing all stocked up and running, that is more than welcome. But yeah, there we go. So we are going to head to the base because there is some building work I'd like to start doing over at the base. I have spent a really long time making a massive, ugly stone brick box. There's a good reason for that, and that is because I am finally getting round to putting a building around this thing. Now, if you remember a few episodes back, we actually built up these two buildings here. So we built up the building around the creeper farm and the greenhouse over the sugarcane farm. In today's episode, I want to finish up, start and finish this building here. So this is going to be around our concrete converter and our tree farm. So if we pop inside, I'm just going to swoop down here. Let's break our way inside and take a look. As you can see, it's pretty dark and pretty ugly at the time being, and there are mobs in here, so I'm definitely going to have to come in and light this thing up properly at some point soon. I've missed a few blocks in the top, so let's head up to the top and place in the final few slabs, just like that. There we go. And I have run into a bit of an issue. Yeah, we've had to leave some blocks open. One, because the slabs either won't go over the top, as we can see that redstone dust is in the way, or because the pistons or slime is going to get in the way. So we're going to have to do some tricky work to cover that up properly and make that look nice. And we got another case fit just over here at the tree farm, which is down there. As you can see, that slime block, when it will move across, will affect those slabs just there. So we need to cover that up again somehow. So I've been thinking for a while, what do I actually want to do for this building? And then I thought, well, we've got this big factory building here, and this is meant to be sort of a factory industrial base. Why don't we build sort of a similar style factory just here, using those quartz, have those quartz stagger up the roof and do the exact same patterns as you can see on the roof. I thought that'd be a really good idea. It's a different size, it's a different shape, it's a different height, but I think that'll make a really nice little addition to the base round here. Now, it did just about squeeze under the massive Rover. As we can see, the hand is just managing to sit on the top just down there. And so, yeah, we just about pulled that one off. But now what we need to do is we need to gather up a whole bunch of quartz. Our villagers are going to come in useful for that one. So I'm going to do some trading for quartz. And then I guess we start placing the roof bits in place. I think I'd like to get the roof sorted first. Once we've got the roof sorted, we'll start working out and fixing up the walls to make them look a lot less plain. I think we'll do the similar thing. We'll have these sort of long windows in place, these quartz pillars, and hopefully this thing will be finished. Now, I've started off by measuring out where I want the pillars to go in, and you're not going to like it, okay? You're not going to like it. I have tried this a few different ways to see if it would work, but I think this building is even. And that means, obviously, one of them isn't going to be right because we want odd numbers between the gaps. So I have left 7 blocks here, 7 blocks here, I think 7 blocks there, and then you'll see there is 6. So that one there, I'm thinking we'll have to do an entrance or something like that, and then we've got another 7 and another 7 just there. However, if we look at that again, even that's off-centered, so I think what we'll have to do is we're going to have to tear that down and re-measure this and do something, or we have a massive garage door just there. I think that might have to be the sort of the big entrance there. So if we said the entrance was probably on those 2 blocks there, yeah, we've got enough room between the 2 farms to have a big entrance in this space just here. Yeah, I think that would work. I think that would work. That's not too bad, is it? Yeah, so it's not perfect, but we're going to have 2 sections of really large windows going in there, and there. Obviously, we'll do the same on the other side, but obviously we won't have the entrance door. We'll probably just mark it out on the other side, because once again, that's not really going to be seen too much. If we come around this side, yeah, we take a look, there isn't too much room, but it will go in this area around here if we break through, so that will line up probably just around here-ish, or in line with those doors just over there. So that's what we're now going to do. So now we've marked out where the pillars are going to go on the front, we are going to head round to that side, and now we need to go up onto the roof, because up on the roof, this is where we need to start adding and matching what we've done over here. And what we've done over there is we've got a line of smooth stone slabs with a line of quartz slabs on top. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start placing those in and take a look, hopefully, and this thing should hopefully start coming together. Now, as you can see, we have transformed the stone brick box. As we can see up on the roof, we have matched something that we have done down there. We've got these sort of pillared corners which come up and then go back down. Just adds that little bit of colour onto the roof, and I think really breaks up, obviously, all the stone brick. I think I might do something maybe in the middle as well to see if we can play around with that a little bit further. But anyways, even so, on the walls, we have also been busy and we have put in big glass windows. Now, these big glass windows match how these ones here work, so we have a 1 block gap in the middle and 2 blocks from the pillars. And if we come and take a look on the side, as you can see, that is what we've matched on every single side. Now, if we head around the side as well, you'll see I've put windows around the back. Even I've put windows where the massive Rover reaches, and they all start the same height. And as you can see, the floor level does come up the whole way to those windows. That might have to be something we adjust a bit further on down the line. Now, the next thing I'm actually doing is I'm actually ripping up this pathway that used to go around the outside here. Now, the reason for that is it just doesn't fit in anymore. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to rework out where this area goes, and also things like the access to the tree farm sort of storage. So this is where all our wood logs go. Yeah, we can't have that underneath the building. So all those kind of bits and pieces we're going to have to rework out and actually start working on the inside next. So I've been thinking what we should do in here, and we've got a couple of issues we need to consider and bear in mind when working in this area. This area up here is 2 blocks higher than this area down here, and we've also got different heights. So as we can see, this area up here goes all the way up into the roof. If we head up this elevator just here, you'll see this is all the way up in the roof. The on and off switch just about fits in, so we've got some tweaking around to do. Now, something happened when I was building the roof that I haven't told you yet. I accidentally activated the TNT over here, and it blew up. So we're going to have to rebuild the TNT duper for the tree farm, because currently, well, there's not much left of it at the moment. There's just a couple of pistons and a few blocks left. There used to be TNT just there, so that's something we're going to have to fix up, I think, once we've done the whole room. Now, one thing I'm thinking about doing is, what if we actually just use regular stone as the floor? So I'm thinking using regular stone as just sort of a factory floor. I think if we use stone bricks, otherwise it's just going to feel even more boxy, and I'd rather try and avoid that. So I'm going to try just laying the floor with complete regular stone, and we'll just see how it looks and we'll work from there. And there we go. So the entirety of the floor has been lowered down to this 1 level, and we have replaced that all with stone, and there is a skeleton outside. You shouldn't be around here. It's because we removed all of the sea lanterns, which used to go underneath the leaves along here, which makes this area around here just a little bit too dark, meaning some mobs are spawning in here and there. But anyways, yeah, this floor has been done, and I tell you what, I do quite like it with the stone. I think it works quite nicely. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is maybe breaking up with some andesite and gravel. Those are the blocks builders tend to use when they're terraforming and doing magic stuff like that. So I think we'll do something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some regular andesite, and we're just going to sort of break in holes here and there, and we're going to replace all of just completely randomized, and that should bring a bit more texture to the smooth stone floor which we've got currently at the moment. This place is looking better. I love the changes in the floor. That definitely breaks up the stone quite a bit. And you'll also notice there is a bunch of carpets, because underneath the carpets there are torches, and that is providing all of the light for the building, making sure nothing is dark and no mobs will spawn. And you will see over in the corner, I thought I'd add a couple of little additions which I think look really, really cool. So we've got some piles of concrete powder just here, which obviously indicate that there's some kind of concrete converter going on, which is that building just there. And then we've also got a pile of logs over here, which obviously indicates that this here is the tree farm. And I think those are they're quite nice little additions just there. Now we've got I want to work on this building just here, well, this structure, this farm, and make this work for the building. So obviously at the moment it's completely floating off of the ground, so we're going to have to fix that up. Now I'm thinking I want to tear out this water elevator here. I don't think it suits the area. Honey block elevator, as cool as it is, it doesn't suit the area, so I think that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to tear this out, and I think we're going to put sort of a winding staircase in there with maybe iron bars in the middle or something like that. Then we've got to put up a structure around this, maybe some support pillars or something along those lines that indicate that this is being held up and not just floating in midair. So I'm going to give that a go, and I'll catch you once we've done that. This place is beginning to look really quite cool. I'm actually loving this place so much. Obviously, we haven't sorted out this side just here. I don't think I'm going to do too much with this this one just here. Maybe just we need to resort out the storage system. We need to resort out where the saplings and sticks go. But apart from that, I'm going to leave that be probably, apart from having to fix it all up again. But yeah, this place, I have done some work here and I quite like this. I think this place looks really, really cool. Really, really industrial, really, really factory looking, and I really, really like this. So what I did first is I thought, well, we've got to make it so it's all on one height. So I thought, well, let's build a raised platform. So we built this raised platform. We've used iron blocks just here, and then we've used smooth stone just in the middle. Put a few bits of sea lanterns here and there just to make sure everything is nice and lit up. And then if we head up the top, we've got tons upon tons of iron bars, which make it just really give that industrial look. So it keeps you sort of making sure you don't fall off the edge or something like that. Then we've used more iron blocks to sort of use as support pillars, holding up this TNT explosion chamber, which collects all of our items. And then we've obviously got that whole system all in place. I haven't messed with the redstone or anything like that at all. Now it's a little bit tight around here. I think the only way we can get back round is just through here, so we'll pop round back there. We've still got our storage system and everything like this just in here. I seem to have dropped some slabs in there while changing up the collection system. And for the entrance to the area up there, we have done this big staircase. Now what we've done is we put iron bars around it. We haven't filled in the gaps because otherwise it gets a bit too heavy with iron bars, and actually this is a nice way, if I want to get out quickly, I can quickly jump down the side. That is a bit of a quick escape route for me, but if you can see, we have iron bars in the middle, so I'm not going to fall down the middle, and we can walk up these polished andesite stairs nice and quickly, and then we enter up here, and obviously this is just as it was before. Now my plan for in between episodes is to start working on this farm just here, or building around it and working out what we're going to do. I think I want to think a little bit further about how we're going to decorate this building a little bit further. Obviously with this building here, all we have to do is just add some support structures, and obviously that looks a lot more in place and more secure. However, with this one here, I think I need to think about this one just a little bit more. I definitely think we need to sort out this chamber down here, showing all the dirt. It looks quite ugly at the time being, so I think that's something we'll definitely fix up in between episodes. And we also obviously still have to do all the storage system bits and pieces, because currently we've got a chest in that gap down there that stores all of the saplings and sticks and apples that are gathered from the farm, and obviously the wood is all stored down there, which again I'm thinking about moving maybe up to a storage system which is up here somewhere. So we have some more things to think about and play around with, and I still haven't rebuilt that just yet, so that is something we will have to do. However, unfortunately that is all the time I have for today's video. This video is going out in a couple of hours time, so I have to get this edited and rendered. So if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, as it really does help out the channel a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.